Welcome to Quilting with Mary Beth and Donna. Today we talk about the recent retreat, if you could only have one, and using wide backs as top fabric. Thanks for joining us today. Hello, Mary Beth.
Hello, Donna.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I am on time and what's the other word? On time and on schedule or something like that.
Okay, well, that's good. Oh, there it is. I
Yeah,
look at
now you got to
my
look at yourself in the mirror.
well, I'm trying to look at myself and it's backwards. So
Yeah.
I want to go like this, but it's on this side of my head. Then I can't figure out how the loop goes because it's backwards. Anyway, I got it.
Okay, well, we've been off for a little bit, just not for anything special, but you had a retreat last week and we couldn't get together before that. So, um, welcome back.
Thank you. Wonderful to be back. Same to you.
Thank you. We haven't
Yes.
talked in a while.
No.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
because
okay.
you missed the retreat.
I did. And you know
Yeah.
what? I couldn't have been there, so I'm glad I didn't sign up because my husband left town again. So,
Oh, brother.
I
Huh.
know.
Oh,
But
you
so,
just
tell me about the retreat.
well, pretty much as always, there were only 17 of us this time, so it was a smaller group, usually it's around 22, I think, something like that. But, little smaller group this time, but it was all the same people that we usually have, so that was good. We knew everybody and, you know,
Cool.
um, nothing really new. We were gonna try a different game this time, but Amy wasn't sure and everybody was like, "What? We have to play quilt." So she went ahead and did it. So, and then I left my quilt thing at home and somebody else did too, and so we had to scrounge around and revamp and
She just needs to take them all back at the end of the day.
maybe that's what it is.
'Cause I've got one. You've
She
got a
was
couple probably. Yeah.
I have 2, yeah. She used to
Yeah.
babysit us.
Yep. So was there
Yep.
anybody new there?
Well, they introduced 2 people that they said were new, but they actually were at my retreat, so that confused me because 'cause I'm like, "They're not new," and then and then I realized, "Oh, it's because they were at my retreat, that's
Oh,
why."
you're so popular. You're
Oh,
so
no,
popular.
I just couldn't figure out I thought, "Why is she introducing them? I know them. I've been at a retreat with them." Finally, I said to one lady, uh "How do I know you? I know I've been at a retreat with you." She goes, "I was at your retreat." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
I don't wanna put you on the spot, but who were they?
Oh, well, you're putting me on the spot. Uh, I can't remember the names, and that makes me feel bad.
That's okay.
Okay,
That's
good.
okay.
I didn't think you were gonna ask me that, or I would have jotted it
Well,
down.
I should have warned you, but, it's
Yeah,
me.
I
It's your
know,
good friend, Donna.
but you didn't know.
Okay, so this to me, being on the outside, this
Mhm.
seemed like the very, 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 very first retreat that you've been like on task. You were there to get some stuff done and you got some stuff done.
Well, I knew I wanted to work on this particular quilt, and I knew it was gonna take some, focus. So that's what I did or I tried to do, and I got a lot of it done. It has 20 fan blades, and I got, uh, like 18 and 3/4 done. I mean, I just had 1 blade left and a partial, so whatever that is.
Did you do them a blade at a time or did you do all the same pieces
No,
on every blade?
I did each blade one at a time. But I
Okay.
have a system, like, I had the stack of, um, fabrics, and I had them marked as to what piece it was. So, I would just sew it on and then lay it upside down on a stack and then work my way through that
Right.
stack. Yeah.
Let's back up just a minute. You're talking about the twirl quilt
Uh-huh.
and it's a it's a blade circular blade paper pieced project.
Amanda Murphy
Amanda
is the
Murphy.
designer, and it's called Twirl, and it looks like a, windmill. And Rod and I have always wanted a windmill, I don't know why, we just love them. And every time we go to old auctions or, whatever, and we see an old windmill laying there, we're like, "Yes, we're gonna get it." But everybody else wants them too, evidently. So when I saw this quilt, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I could have a windmill and make it myself." So that's what I'm doing.
Um, did were the pieces cut out to shape, or did you like just? I mean, like I would do it. You like put a big piece on or honking big piece on there and then cut it down.
No, sh I mean, they came in a yardage or whatever
Right.
whatever
Yeah.
it was, and she gave us the directions on the cutting directions, so I cut them all out and marked each one as to what they were, and that way I had it ready to
Mhm.
go.
So there wasn't anything frustrating about it.
Nope, nothing. It was so simple.
Well,
Went
that's
together
good.
real easy. Now,
Well,
there's seemed like a lot of waste, and I did have 2 people come over to me at the retreat. One said, "I would never do this one," and I'm like, "Okay."
thank you,
And
thank you for your consideration.
I know, and she goes, "But I would never have done the" hang on, let me see what she said. "I would never have done" she didn't call it flamingo. She didn't call it penguin. I can't remember what she called it. Wasn't a flamingo anyway, and I said, "Flamingo." She goes, "I would never have done that quilt either," and I go, "Flamingo." She goes, "Oh, yeah, that." So I'm like, "That's okay." I mean, that's
She must not like the circularness of it,
yeah, I
or
guess, but
the
I like
the
the
medallionacity.
yeah, and I like both those quilts, so it doesn't matter. I mean, everybody likes their own thing, so
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Well, I'm glad you were successful. Now, did you have a roommate?
I did. It was, Cindy Neat, and, she's the one that's going with us to
Okay,
Tennessee on that retreat in a couple weeks, so yeah, 2 weeks
cool.
from today.
Don't tell me. I'm gonna have to leave early on that one too, I hate to tell you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Don't get me started. Just don't
Uh,
get me started.
okay, I
My
won't.
husband is very, very important.
They get in the way sometimes.
I know, it was funny, a couple of weeks ago, we got a text that we were gonna do a dinner with the people friend group, and it was Friday night, and I said, "Are you gonna be here Friday night?" And he goes, "Ah, people, why do you plan these?" And I said, "It's Friday night.
Date
Most
night.
people are home."
Yeah,
But so he missed it. I had a great time. That's how it goes.
yeah.
So that's 2 weeks. I know what I wanna do. I think I'm ready. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know.
I have to get re-ready, but, um, because I unpacked when I came home, I wanted to put stuff away so I could work on this quilt, and then I worked on the quilt yesterday, and I I didn't understand her directions. I should have just looked at pictures like I normally do, but I tried to read it and make sure I was doing it right. So I said, "Okay, I think I got this." No, I don't have it. So I have t today I'm tearing out what I did yesterday or parts of it, not all of it, but part of it.
Does it have a black background?
And that's the tricky part. It has a black like, you take a piece of fabric and cut it to where it's a black, a white, a black, a white.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
backgrounds are 2 different colors.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you'll get it done soon. How big is it? 80 by 80?
70 by 70.
Okay, that's a good size quilt.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
So that's that, and then people were seeing it and saying, "I I want that pattern." So I said, "Ask Amy because she might be able to order it for you," so they asked Amy, and then Amy asked me if I would teach the class. So
You better
I
do it, like, next week because 'cause you'll forget what you
I
did.
said, "Whatever you say, I'll do whatever you want me to do."
Uh,
So,
too funny.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad that, it was successful because like I said, you tend to not be as productive on these retreats as
Well, I tend to visit with people
yeah,
because unlike
I
you
know, I
can
mean
you can be in your basement and work away and, you know, not have any problems. But I tuck myself away, and then I get all whiny because I wanna be with people.
Yeah.
So then when I am around people, I tend to talk a lot.
So, um, it's not just you were just so glad not to be for me to be there that you were productive.
No, I missed you.
Yeah, you did not.
I did too, and I think everybody did because someone mentioned your clogging abilities, and then, when they handed out jelly beans for our
I saw the
quilt
jelly
game,
beans yesterday.
they said, "Oh, no, we bought the good jelly beans this time." That Barb Magruder said that. She goes, "Oh, no, I bought the good jelly beans for Donna, and she's not even here."
I saw the jelly beans yesterday, and I thought, "Darn it, I forgot about the jelly beans." Ah,
Yep,
that's
you
okay.
missed them.
That's okay. What did we have in the we had, candy corn in the fall. That's what we had,
Oh, yeah, that's what it
which
was.
were tastier than the game, that's for sure.
So yesterday when I was unpacking my bag and getting everything set up, I opened my bag that I'd taken everything in, and the jelly bean egg popped open and jelly beans were in there. So I was picking them up. I had determined when I got out of bed yesterday I was not gonna drink. I was not putting sugar in anything because I eat a lot of sugar in a day. So, no sugar in my coffee. I ate my breakfast. I had eggs and a piece of my toast. And then I came out here and I opened that up and there were those beans and I started picking them up and I popped 2 of them in my mouth before I realized what I was doing.
Too funny.
Like, "Oh, shoot, there that went.
Too funny.
Might as
Well,
well eat
there
the
you go.
rest of them now," so,
Go put some sugar in my coffee. Too funny.
uh,
Okay, well, we're kind of on a little limited schedule today. We're gonna go out and look at a property in a little while. So, there were 2 questions, and the one we talked about, I'm gonna hold off on. You asked and then there's another one. You asked the question the other day in Quilting with Mary Beth is if you what can what was the question about not being able to live without or, um and it was like a seam ripper or,
oh, I know what you're talking about.
what do you remember what the options were?
I'm going there to look really quickly as you talk and entertain everyone.
Yeah, I should have, thought about that before, but I didn't think about it till after we started talking.
Okay,
And, I was kinda surprised with some of the answers, but so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Uh,
still going there, still
da da
looking.
da
Oh, here
da
it is.
da da. Okay.
Okay, here it is. What would you choose? And you could only choose one. Never use a seam ripper, never ending bobbin thread, unlimited fabric budget, and fabric that cuts itself. Which one would you pick?
And what do you think the predominant answer was?
Unlimited fabric budget was what I thought everybody was saying except for you
Yeah.
and, Nancy Swanwick said E, a magic wand to wave so that house fairies work on this stuff while I sleep. Like, I thought
Oh,
I
like
thought she
in your
meant
house?
housework, but she just said work on stuff while I sleep, so that would be nice too.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I tell you what, do you remember so many years ago when pre-wound bobbins came out?
Mhm.
That is the exact same thing as that silly pre-cut kits.
Right?
You cannot beat a pre-cut kit, I'm sorry.
I know.
Those are the best.
And these bobbins are great. I mean,
I know.
I wasn't gonna use them when I became a long arm quilter, and then I used some, and I'm like, "Bazinga, I'm not going back to winding my own, I'll just buy
Yeah,
bobbins."
yeah. Well, the sad thing is too, at one point, um, they sold the company
Mm,
Superior Thread sold its company, and they don't make the bobbins like they used to. I mean, they make
um,
some, but they don't have all the good colors and everything. And Magnaglide makes bobbins, but the you really need the thin thread so you can get a lot on it. And they only make a few colors of the
and
thin
you only get a
thread.
handful. You can't get, like, a whole big box of them, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
sorta, some of them. So anyway,
sort of.
the bobbin situation has turned into, a not so happy place with if you ask me, but
So, Janome has pre-wound bobbins that I buy for my embroidery machine,
mhm,
and they're the bomb ditty too, 'cause, the embroidery machine takes a
the real
lot
thin, yeah.
of thread, and, it's basically thread you won't see because it's gonna be on the back,
It's just white, yeah.
So and they also work in my sewing machine too.
See?
So if I want to, I could use them in that too.
And, now that I have the Juki, I've still got some, bobbins, L bobbins that I can use in there, so I'm like, "Ooh, that's good," 'cause I can't use them in my Bernina.
Yeah.
So, anyway, okay, so the second question that we had was somebody on that Quiltville, um, users group or whatever asked if it was okay if I don't know, asked if it was okay to use wide backs as top fabric, like, cut it up and use it like you would, just fabric for the top of the
Piecing.
quilt.
Yeah, for
So,
piecing.
and the answers were kind of, "Well, certainly." Well,
Mhm.
of course, there was the answers that, "Well, certainly you can," then there was the answers like, "Oh, I would never do that."
Right, yeah,
And then, somebody made the comment, they said, "You have to be careful because, it shrinks a lot more than regular fabric."
yeah.
And so that brought me to my second question was, are we allowing for the difference in shrinkage of our backs when we are putting them on the back of a quilt with just regular fabric? So, talk
Do
to me,
we
girlfriend.
do we wash the back and not wash the fabrics for the front?
I don't wash either.
I don't either. Um, o okay, so I
So
know
this is a good
I
question. Very
it
good
is a great
question.
question, and I wish I knew the answer, but I will say that, I don't typically use backing fabric for the top because to me, the backing fabric feels like it's got a tighter weave. I don't know if that's true, but it feels that way. And some of it feels stiff, like it should be washed before I put it into my quilt. I don't
Yeah,
like that stiff feeling,
right.
you know? Feels not
But
real
did
like
you see anything that said it any concerns with using it as 'cause, then they go back and they say, you shouldn't use sheets and stuff like that for backing fabrics. I've never had a problem with them, but I
I
don't generally have a problem with a lot of stuff.
I haven't found a sheet I wanted to use on a quilt. I
Yeah,
might use it if I found one I liked, that I thought would look cool with the
they're a little
top.
bland.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're a little bland.
um,
Okay, go ahead.
but I do try to match it as close as I can unless I just don't want to. I just, like, put anything with it, I don't care. But, but the weave, that's the thing I have a question about is the weave tighter or looser? Because I did read one place that said, "Oh, no, the weave is looser." I've never seen a weave on a backing that's more loose, is that how I would say it, than the cotton quilting fabric.
I would tend to think that it was more, um I would tend to think that it was looser just
That's what
because it's not. I mean, it's a different quality, I guess, is what I would say. There is definitely difference in backing fabric than there is in top fabric. I don't know
yeah,
if it's as meaningful as it seems. I would definitely, I think, probably wash it first.
yeah.
But that would be a pain in the behind because then you're gonna have to starch it and iron it and all that kind of stuff, and that's not gonna be any fun.
No, not at
But,
all. Then there goes
But
all my starch.
yeah, and so if anybody if anybody knows any more about this, please come on our show and we will talk about it. And I do want to know if I need to worry about my backings not being washed and the difference in. I mean, I like the way a quilt looks like when it's been after it's been washed. I like the idea that it's going to crunch up and everything. But I really can't say. I mean, my bed quilts, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever really used a wide back on my quilts that I've actually washed. So
Yeah.
if anybody knows anything about that, let us know.
Anything about any of this,
Yes,
yes.
because we
Because
are
I mean,
not.
we've been at this for a long time, but I don't know.
We
I
just
just use
care
the
that
back for the
much.
back, front for the front, you know?
Don't stress us out.
I know, don't try to throw a monkey wrench in here.
Uh,
I do know people though, like, Patty uses them for the front all the time. Patty? Are we going?
Is it Patty or is it Pam? Right, Pam Petty.
Pam? Yes, Pam. See,
Does she listen? Does she listen to these?
I told her, I said, "Oh my gosh, we got your name so messed up." She started laughing. She goes, "Everybody does that." Oh,
Our mascot, Pam Petty.
poor Pam Petty.
So, okay, so as we talked earlier, we have a
Mhm.
quilt retreat in a couple of weeks.
We do.
What is your plan? Have you talked to Amy about it?
Um, no, we're gonna talk this week. I have to go into the shop tomorrow, uh, for some things, and, so we're gonna talk about it then.
And are you going to Paducah? Or are you just gonna go
Oh, yeah.
straight?
We're Here's what we're gonna our plan was, like, I asked her if she wanted to go to the museum because some of them are stopping there too. Uh, I mean, I've done the museum. I love the museum. It's really good. But, I forgot all about it actually until they started talking about it, and so I'm like, "Ugh, okay, do you wanna do the museum?" She said, "Really?" And I said, "Okay." So, good. So we're gonna stop at some shops on the way down there because she likes to see how how
How
they
they do it.
merchandise their things and all that. So, yeah.
Is there a
So we're
quilt
gonna do
store
that.
is there a quilt store near where we are going to be?
I haven't looked yet, but I don't think so. I don't know. I'll have to look. Um, so do you have to pass this place to get to Paducah, or do you go to Paducah first then to
Paducah's first.
Oh,
But
okay.
I looked and I couldn't really tell. It seems to me that it was longer to stop in Paducah than it was to actually get to the retreat center. So I'm like, it's gonna take me at least 9 or 10 hours to get to
Oh,
the retreat center, so I'm just gonna get up and go, and just when I get there.
yeah.
So I'm not stopping, and, I still have, most of the fabric I bought last time I was there, so
Yeah, I have my kit still, and it's in the jar. I'm
yeah,
working towards
yeah.
it. You
Well,
never know.
one of the things that I bought, what was that? It was a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. One of the things I bought was a log cabin, and I got all the, blocks done at the last retreat, and then, I bought a big batik applique quilt, so maybe I'll bring that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna work on my Nebula quilt, which is the Jaybird quilting
Yeah.
with the Tula Pink
Sure.
fabrics, which I
Yeah.
bought all of the I got it as a block of the month, and I don't think I ever even opened the package.
It's beautiful. It'll be great.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna that is the quilt that I am going to take with me. So I'm just gonna take that, and I'm going to take my little rulers, and I'm just gonna go. I have to figure out which machine I'm gonna take. I'm not sure, but that's
Did
what I'm
you
gonna
see
work
what I
on.
did last week? I felt so
What?
dumb. I could not find my add a quarter ruler
Yeah.
things. I couldn't find them anywhere. I looked and looked. I tore this house up. I tore my room apart, and I thought, I haven't used them since. I was working on Sophia in the other when I had the other room.
Oh,
And so then I thought, okay, it's been packed in one of these boxes. So I searched through the boxes. I went upstairs to the attic to where some of my machines are tucked away. I looked everywhere. And so I went ahead and ordered some off of Amazon, which I accidentally did that. I was gonna go to Amy's and get them, and then to City's Edge, and then I accidentally ordered on I guess I'm just so used to saying add to cart, buy it, or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
that I bought the rulers. I got them here. I went to put them in my bag, and my add quarters were already in the bag. I don't even remember putting them in there. So now
And
I have
which
2 sets.
this was a bag that you bought? I mean, that you took to the last retreat or something?
No, I have
Oh,
a
the
new
one when you
bag.
did that.
I have a new bag. It's like a duffel bag, and it's on wheels, and it's got the handle like a suitcase. I thought it might be a little less heavy than that big old wagon. That thing I can't hardly lift.
Yeah.
Um, and it works much better. So, yeah, I had packed it already.
So are you, what are you gonna take to work? Do you know what you're gonna work on at that retreat?
Not yet. I'm trying to finish up Twirl this this in the next couple of days, and then I'll look over things and figure out what I may draw out of the thing. I'm taking a couple that are just easy, like 3-yard quilts or whatever, and then, uh, I may I don't know. I don't know, I
Uh,
should take a hard one because this was good this time getting
yeah.
through the
Those are
tough.
it's good to take them to those, but then again, if you don't have your mojo, then it's not fun.
Yeah,
But did you travel any lighter on this retreat than you have in the past?
so much more, except I didn't take my machine because of my age, me, because,
Oh, I saw you were sewing on the 301.
yeah, um I didn't take the Janome, and, anyway, so, I took my 301, and then I took just that duffel bag, and then my, bag that I put my rulers in, that purple gypsy whatever
Mhm.
bag it is, and took my rulers and my but that was just about it. Everything fit like that, and I didn't have so many that bag, usually I put everything in a little tubs
Yeah.
have up here on the shelf. I just put the whole tub in the wagon, and then everything's so heavy and so bulky, and there's so much stuff. So this time, I took them all out and put them like, in, Ziploc bags and put them in that, and so everything fit perfect. And
There there's
if you
something to
cut
be said about traveling lighter.
yep, and, if you cut everything out before you go, you know, I love that. It's just so much better, and that's what we tell this is Amy's first retreat because she always is at a working retreat. She's always everybody's
Yeah.
talking to her and having her come over here and do this and do that, and so she's always running around like crazy. So she came over and sat down with her coffee the other morning, and she said, "Is it better to cut your kit out before you go?" And we all went, "Yes, if you can do that, that's the best way to go, because then you
Yeah.
just sit and sew."
Yeah. So we will get there Tuesday
Mhm.
evening. So I can sew Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then I have to get up and come home on Saturday.
Oh. That's a long way to go. We're gonna be there for a while.
Yeah, it'll be
Tuesday
fine.
through yeah,
It'll be
Tuesday
fine.
yeah.
Unless you could think of somebody else who wants to go in my place, and I'll let you
No,
take them.
you are not getting out of 2 in a row, forget it. That's
Uh,
ridiculous.
so, anything else going on exciting at your house?
Well, Rob just went fishing, and he, uh, he came in here for just a few minutes before he left, and he goes, "You need a fan going." I go, "No, I don't, I'm comfortable." Well, I just thought of circulating the air, and I'm like, "Do I need that for, like, health reasons or something?" And he goes, "Well, it just feels a little stuffy to me." I go, "I'm comfortable." He was
You'll probably
leaving.
need one in the summer.
Well, I have the mini splits going, it's a fan, so, I mean,
Oh, he's
yeah,
just
I
trying
may need one, but I don't know, I hadn't no, it was in the fall, wasn't I started this, but it's always been comfortable in here. I don't like fans.
I do. Life saving grace. Okay, so we are almost done
Oh,
with my house, kinda,
yeah.
sorta, 'cause I still need to do countertops and backsplash, but
Mm.
guys coming tomorrow to put our baseboards in, so we've got a couple of days of baseboards putting in.
Oh,
And then the bathroom, both,
good.
vanities are in. I talked him into a new shower door for our bathroom, so I need to finish doing some more painting. I got one more piece of furniture I need to paint, and then I might be able to sew. And guess
So,
what month it is? It's gonna be April.
and the property that you're going to look at is a rental?
Yeah, it's a duplex.
Okay,
Ed wants one more. He says he wants one more duplex, and
okay.
then we're done, but you know how that goes.
And so, we went to the doctor today, Rod did, for his, every 10 years, whether he needs to or not. N actually, his heart medications need to be refilled and all that, so we had to go somewhere and start a new doctor. Um,
Where
but we
what
talked to
town
Huh?
what town did was this in?
Bolivar, so it's a half hour from here. No, it's almost an hour, 45 minutes. So, he's they're gonna do a sleep test for him finally. The other night, he raised his feet up off the couch. He was sleeping, and I was watching TV. He brought his feet up, and it looked like he was riding a bike. He was doing this, and I went, "Rod," and he woke up, and he started laughing, and I go, "Were you riding a bike?" And he goes, "No, I was running." Uh,
Mhm. So
so
they're gonna, do they think there's something that they can help him with on that?
well, 'cause he
Good
stops
drugs?
breathing, he snores really bad
Well,
and all.
I know, but he won't use the CPAP, so
No, well, they say there's new things since he tried it last time, so they're gonna do everything they can to try to help him.
well, that's good.
At least this was only a nurse practitioner. I'm not saying only because
Yeah,
they're
they're the ones
great.
doing the job these days.
Mhm. But this guy at least listened. Um, when he went to a sleep study specialist or whatever they're called, he went to her up at North Kansas City, and she said, "You have to use your CPAP." He goes, "I have tried." So we talked about it on the way down there. He falls asleep, like, he used it sitting up watching TV, and they said, "Just get used to it." He's fine that way. When he lays down, I think, like, all those pictures you see of somebody's throat closing up when they lay down, I think that's what happens to him. He stops breathing, he doesn't
He
he
might
can't
need he might need something more like what Linda Card had. What do they call it? A BiPAP?
BiPAP. Yeah, they
Yeah,
talked about that today
yeah.
too.
That might be something he needs more, something that puts
Yeah.
air in and takes it out.
So they're gonna hook him up with that, and there's, like, 3 different things they're wanting to test him on or do to him, so yay,
Cool,
'cause
that's good.
he worries me sometimes.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
they think that if he can get a good night's rest, he may not have these dreams where he acts out and all that stuff. He may just do much better, so we'll see. Hopefully.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
We don't want anything to happen to good old
No, we don't.
I can't forgot his name.
Rod.
Rod. I couldn't think. I'm like, what is his name? I was gonna tell you, I we had coffee with the pastor's wife the other day, and she has
Oh,
a cat. It's a I don't know. It's a real life cat. It's not a
okay.
bred, and it looks like which ones have spots? Leopards. Leopard looked like a
Oh,
leopard, but he had the same. He was a beautiful cat, but he had the same undertones as Bob.
Yeah,
You
is
know how
that
Bob
what
is kind of like an orangey undertone? He's like a tad, but he's got like
like a
yeah,
yellowy, deepy, yeah,
yeah,
weird
this
looking.
cat had the same undertone, so he might be, like, worth some dollars.
No, he's not. But isn't that the same kinda cat that Myrna Ficken has?
I don't have any
I
idea.
don't remember either, but anyway, she's got some different style cats.
Yeah, yeah, so but it was a
Oh,
beautiful
and one
cat.
more thing. Um, we were talking on the way home from Bolivar about, a dog. So,
Ooh, it's gonna
I know.
happen?
He goes, "I want one that looks just like Bella." I go, "I don't think you do. I think we need something that looks different than Bella." So, I
I'll
told
tell
him
you
that
what I'll tell you what, Thea's getting thick, she might be a good pass with Bella these days.
well, Bella wasn't really wide, but she was just tall and
She was
big
a
like
big dog, she was a big
yeah.
dog.
But I don't think I mean, her dad was humongous, so I think that if these 2 are the same one that Hank's mom and dad, so I don't think it'll be a big dog. But I told him that I've already picked out a name, and now I can't think of it right offhand, but, uh,
Too funny.
shoot, can't think of the
So
name.
they haven't been born yet, is that what
No,
we're
they'll be I think she said April 11th, somewhere around there is when they're due,
okay.
and then, so they should be ready to go, I would think about June something, and
Oh,
that's
right around your birthday.
right, my birthday month, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, we will put that on the list.
Yes.
Um, we're not gonna say anything because 'cause we're running out of time. So excited that Trip is doing a little better.
Oh my gosh.
And I just wanted to say and I was gonna say something on the internet, but I didn't wanna be that person. You and I are too old, but if you
Yes.
know anybody who is young and healthy, um, it's very easy to sign up for the bone marrow registry.
Under
So,
40.
encourage, the youngers to do that. I think it's just a swab, and I've been in the database for 25 years, but that would be very helpful to that family and to all other families.
They need it really bad.
So,
So,
we're glad he's doing better. Hope it stays
yeah,
this way.
yeah.
Okay, that's all the time we have today. This was an excellent opportunity to chat with you,
Yes, and you?
and, I guess if I don't talk to you, before, I'm sure I will. We'll be retreating in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
Oh, it is Tuesday, isn't it? My goodness. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us today, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
We look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.